Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Rummer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 line Last Defense Academy. I've been having such a fantastic time with this game, I'm telling you this, and it's like one of those things where I get excited to play it whenever we do get to play it, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying it too. The comments are always so great. Like, I just want to say this right now, appreciation for you guys for a little bit, and it's not just like, you know, like tips, because tips are fantastic. I think everyone's been very supportive with tips as well. But it's also like people's opinions about the game, people's opinions about characters, you know, and it's always welcome and it's never disregarded, you know what I mean? Or diminished, you know what I mean? I love seeing all of it. It just makes this game feel like so communal at the same time. It feels like you're playing with like people in the room, you know what I mean? It really does. It's fantastic. I'm having such a freaking blast, such a blast. So I think what we're going to be doing today is like, and again, like we were talking about upgrading potions, right, in the biolab. Now, I don't know if we have enough to upgrade stuff with the potions yet, but we can see if we do. So, like, for example, I want to, like, upgrade these potions, so we need more materials, so we have to go out exploring. We just have to. So we might just go out exploring right now, because we have, like, no resources whatsoever. And I also want to do stuff like upgrading new skills and things like that, so we might as well just, like, go for a little bit of exploration as well, right? To start off the day. Who's here? Oh, okay. Hello, guys. It just makes sense. And I wonder now with the exploration, are we able to like bring other characters with us? We talked in the zone the other day as well, didn't we? Being exploration. So who are we going to bring with us? So, yeah, by the way, as you go, oh, we can't bring these characters. People are saying that increases chances of finding up minerals and machines. Kurara can actually cure the barriers. So like it's actually really cool to have her as with her passive, right? What's so interesting as well is that like I think I got mixed up because I was like, when people were saying Kurara can do it, I think they said it before. I was like, oh, can Nozomi do it? Because like Karawa, you know? Go my servants, ready when you are. Let's maybe bring some different characters with us today. Let's bring Yugamu. And let's bring maybe, I like having Sayoke. She's really not feeling it, is she? For some textiles. And then maybe we try bringing Shoma with us because he's like has the new ability. But then again, we're not fighting big battles, so it might be good to like bring like someone who can blast multiple enemies at once. Maybe. I think so. Yeah, I think it's good. That's a good team.
Ready to go?
Especially for those like smaller battles, you don't need like a massive amount of enemies, like a damage like in terms of like, or strategy in terms of like those like defensive strategies that I think the Shoma uses. Maybe we will eventually, because they can be very big battles and it can be very interesting to use that too. So maybe I'm wrong completely actually, because now I'm thinking of that big battle we had last time here, and actually we could probably have used Shoma there too. Well, I was wrong. 100%. So. Do they want us to start from a different place? Oh, different checkpoints. Should we start from over here? So we're level 2 right now. So let's move up here. Let's go to 3. You'll find a lab with lots of books on the shelves. Which would you take? The book with the black cover. Party took damage. Everyone took damage. 4 damage is a lot already to take. Doreen picked up a revolver from somewhere. She wants to play a game of Russian roulette. Go along with it. Chance of finding all materials 30%. Yeah, the one that sounds the scariest that you should go with. 3. You feel a sudden strong gust of wind. A piece of trash is flying out. Would you dodge the trash? We've already taken so much damage. That's insane.
Did it.
That's absolutely insane. We just started. You see several mannequins displaying the wood. The outfit looks pretty stylish. Maybe we should take one. I don't know which one I took last time. Okay. That's cool.
Ooh, a little something for me.
Let's go over number 2 as well. You see a cardboard box moving around by itself. Could there be something inside? Dash over and kick the box. Got a cardboard box.
Ooh, a little something for me.
We're trying to get like those like other materials, right? So we actually shouldn't go this way, I think. Oh, we can't. We can go that way, right? Yeah. You find a field of fangs and fur scattered around. Looks like some animals have been fighting. Pick up the fangs. Follow some animal tracks. Exploration. Broken fangs. Okay.
I found.
And what does that add to? Cool. Okay. Oh, we have a battle. Okay, again, we have low health, but we can if we can get these battles done in like one turn, which is possible. We've done it before. We might not even have to worry about the idea of what we're doing here. A lot of the oh, that's a really easy battle. A lot of the tips that you guys gave me come along with were very, very good, and it was very, very good to hear them as well. It came from like a lot of like a strategical approach. A lot of the stuff that like apparently I was kind of like doing wrong was maybe like, you know, the use of like using potions at the wrong time, or maybe not using them enough. Buffing characters. The positioning of characters sometimes can be good, sometimes it can be bad, and people are very like instructive with that as well. I'm very grateful for that also. Using moves that like skilled moves that are just like the basic moves that we use, like using them more like to cover more ground, destroying more enemies at once, all this stuff, and like and again also like getting, you know, AP done as much as possible, or getting our AP getting more AP as much as possible. For example, like using our attack potion on Takumi is very good because we can actually do this, and if we wanted to, we can do like impact stab and just get rid of this character right away. Yeah. Got it.
Here we go.
Then we can do a side slash like this.
Let's go.
And another thing we were saying as well, which I actually like agree with, is maybe like focus on
Let me at him.
getting rid of like the whatever's threatening us in that moment, I guess, if that makes sense. Like sometimes like I would be focusing on just like, oh, what's closest, but like what's the most threatening as well is also a good idea too. Like this probably wasn't the best thing we did here. We could do a special attack and because he's gonna die anyway, I think. But in fact, I would rather
got some kills in me.
do a defensive
I'll
potion.
just put this here. Say when.
We're not reaching them at all. We could do agility potion.
Time to use it. Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Using my potions more, upgrading potions, upgrading skills, all that stuff. We'll definitely be doing that stuff as well.
Ooh, a little something for me.
Should we try go up here then? We can unlock this, right? Yeah. Are we able to go all the way up here? Move on to a new area. Entirely. Okay, so we're going 3. I want to go continue exploration, but we have a new checkpoint, which is awesome. I want to go 2. Just I don't like. I really want to get the leaf. You see a hazard sign in the middle of the road. It might be dangerous to go any further. Ignore the sign and press on. Yeah, like the most horrible stuff that you could think to do are the ones that work. 1. I'm trying for 1. You see a small drone flying around you. Change its direction and comes right at you. Jump and up and grab it. Okay. Oh, Yagu was gone.
Nice.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, buddy. And we didn't even get what we wanted to get here. You see a desert oasis in the distance. You might be able to rest here. It's just a mirage. Nothing happened. That's better than something happening. Honestly, at this stage. You find an unexploded bomb under some rubble. You might be able to scrap some parts. Get away from it. This time it was actually like, I knew like we shouldn't go to your bomb, right? Move 3 faces forward. Serious. Oh, God. Let me take a look here for a second, actually. X, isn't it? Actually, we can go up that way, actually. Up top. Let's go for... Oh, we should have gone for 3. It's okay, though. It's okay. We can still do this battle. Again, utilize our potions. Utilize our defenses. All this stuff. Oh, God. Is that a new... That's... Look at this guy over here. Let's fully utilize some stuff.
Ready when you are.
Like electrified fence.
This should do it.
Right? Some of these guys are already upgraded. Right?
Time to use it.
Just watch me. Here you go.
That's actually not bad. That's not a bad idea at all, actually.
My turn. This should do it.
And actually,
Do it to it. This is perfect here. It's killing game time.
because she actually has an approach we can take here, which you can get multiple enemies at once here. That's a big boy, by the way.
I've got this.
And again,
My turn. Time to use it.
I feel bad for what happened to Yugumi. It was just chance, like, you know what I mean? It was
Let's
just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And that's all.
All
That's
right.
like, you know, it's a horrible way to look at it, but it is.
Impressive.
Debuffs attack power in a large area. That's actually not a bad idea to do as well, just in case, right? Few debuffs.
Let's freaking go.
Where can we place these? Here? No, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet.
Just watch me.
Buffs allies and gains voltage, adds attack. Yeah, we want to start doing this stuff as well, right? Even though they have a buff of attack, maybe we wait till like... Can you double buff?
Letting loose.
Is a double buff possible?
Let me at him.
I wonder is a double buff possible.
Out of my way.
I'm not sure. Again, we're shocking these guys as well, which is good, right? And now we can maybe set up some mines as well.
Just watch me.
Actually, I might actually like start getting... Do they have their buff now, or is it only for one turn? So
Prepped
actually...
and ready. Don't go too crazy.
Hero.
That's good. I think that's a good idea. Let's get rid of
Let's do this.
Big Boy.
Got it. Let's go.
See, if this fence wasn't in the way, we could have gotten all of them. Well, let's get rid of... Well, see, we can't... Well, we could
Good
take
to
an
go.
agility potion as well, because again,
This
I don't
should
think
do
we're going to be doing many more battles out here as well, where we're collecting
Let's do
stuff.
this.
We can go behind him like... Actually, yeah.
Here. Say when. All right.
Special attack.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we're going to gain EP for this as well. We can get rid of these guys, right? This is our like first like level 2 battle, right? If we go from this for a second, we get both of them like this. Yeah, the fences are so useful, and as you guys are saying as well, the potions are so useful. Using like your special moves in the second slot is a good idea, not just what you're used to.
A little something for me.
Cool. I want this item. Please be something nice. When you find a forest where bamboo and mushrooms grow in profusion, which one will you pick? Pick the bamboo shoots, pick the mushrooms, ignore both to move on? Pick the mushrooms? No! No! I wanted that so bad! Okay, let's go here. I wanted that so badly. I really did. You find a sharp, sturdy axe. You can probably use it to cut down trees, to cut some nearby trees. Slowly and carefully. We got sturdy lumber, but the ruby's gone.
Ooh, a little something for me.
Oh god, do we keep going or should we end our exploration? Let's just try and get one more thing. You'll find a lot of abandoned home appliances. You might be able to dismantle them for parts. Dismantle the washing machine. Do this one. Got a circuit board.
Ooh,
So
a
upgrading your
little
stuff like that is
something
like a
for
really
me.
good idea too. Oh, so we have like enough items here. So actually, I might get rid of... What do we have that's like already like, because this is really good stuff. It's like the cardboard box maybe? Yes, I think so. And we can end our exploration now. Man, yeah, that was
Let's head back.
it's cool that we have like other levels to this, and we got some more items, which is cool too. Yeah, very cool. We were gonna have to do it at some point, right? We're gonna have to do exploration at some point. It was gonna have to happen. It's not that I don't like doing it. It's just I mean, like, you know, everyone died, but you have to do it.
Head east. You never know. Well then.
You know, you have to. If you want to get some cool items out of it too, and it is fun. It's just I always hate when the characters die, but like, you know, it has to happen. It's not that they have to die. It's good. It's gotta happen. Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. Now that I'm alone though, I can't help coming back to the Nozomi Kado issue. Yeah, of course. Of course it's gonna be on your mind. I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I got into bed and with difficulty cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it. And so the curtain fell on my 48th day at the last defensive camp. We're almost halfway through in terms of days. Ding dong bing bong. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the rankings last time, so we'll do it this time.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to.
Everyone's probably meeting up at the cafeteria. I should get going too. And I might do the rankings now, right? Now I want to make this clear about the rankings, right? Before I do them, because if you haven't seen my Danganronpa playthroughs, we would basically rank all the lists of characters up from like bottom to top. Now the reason I probably won't do bottom to top this time, I might just do top 5, is because like I don't think characters are gonna like die like in Danganronpa. So like, it might just be fun to like see who gets into the top 5. If you guys want to see everyone ranked, let me know. I have no problem changing that out. I'm not stubborn with that stuff. But basically like we're gonna talk about who my top 5 characters are in the list here. And I want to also say as well, like, every single character in this game is so fantastic to be around, either story-wise, in terms of creating a great story, or just someone who I just like very much so. Like, it's very rare to have, like, a game, like, where you, like, enjoy the company of so many characters, even in, like, the most craziest way. Like, you know, for example, like, it's like, Yugubu, for example, right? Crazy as heck, right? Absolutely crazy as heck, but I still, like, you know, enjoy having him around here, you know? It's like that. Like another example is like Ima, who isn't in the top 5 right now, right? But fantastic design, hilarious as heck. You guys know he makes me laugh more than any other character. And obviously has a very interesting story to him too. That's gonna happen, like, you know. 5 is Shoma. Number 4, Takamaru. Number 3, Darumi. Number 2, Kako. Number 1, Gaku. That's my list right now. Again, I think you guys, I don't even have to explain it too much because you guys know I talk at lengths about all these characters. This could change from week to week. Shoma was not in this. I don't think Shoma was in the top 10 before this whole Shoma arc. You know what I mean? I don't think Kako was in the top, you know, 10. But not even before this arc, but like before she started like giving like a lot of great input, and like you could see how like valuable she could be to like our group. You know what I mean? Like it changes all the time, and anyone who's seen the Danganronpa playthroughs know that it will change a lot over the playthrough. It will change so much. Who was my favorite character at the start of Danganronpa 2? Definitely not who was probably my favorite character at the end of Danganronpa 2. Oh, it's Ima this time by himself. You know what I mean? Susumu, perfect timing. Can I give you a massage for the others? I tried to say a message. I was like, a massage? I was like, okay. A message, what is it? My dear sister and I won't be coming to the cafeteria for a while. I've decided we need to put some distance between ourselves and the rest of you. Whoa, Ima. That's not healthy. Oh, that's not healthy at all, Ima. Kako doesn't want this. In short, I'd like you to leave us alone. What do you mean? Your presence is having a pernicious influence on my dear sister, and I can't allow that, nothing personal. So he is sensing a change in her as well. But again, he still thinks he knows what's best for her. That's not good. Ima left, flashing me the same carefree smile as always. What the heck was that about? What's going on with those two? What's happening is he's sensing that like she is getting more involved with our group. She's wanting to fight with our group. She's being more supportive of our group. And in his mind, once again, and I know it's because of that overprotective nature of all the stuff that's happened to him before, he is noticing this change. And he's again saying in his own mind going, well, I know what's best. I know what's best. I'm going to make sure she doesn't interact with you guys anymore. He's like cutting it off before it could even happen. That's not good for her, man. She's someone who has like a lot to give. We like Kako a lot. Cafeteria is full like it had been the last few days. Kako and Ima were the only ones missing. Are the twins coming today? No, he gave me a message, would you believe? I don't know, should I go check on them? Nope. I'd have to do it, but I'm afraid the sight of me so early in the morning would ruin their entire day. Shoba, stop, please. I saw Ima earlier. He's fine. He said he wants him to leave him and Kako alone for a while. So he gave the message to Darumi. And probably thought, I wonder if that message is even going to get there. And then gave the message to us. Can't think of it. He told me the same thing. Wonder what's gotten into him. Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right? Well, that's just rude. Accurate though, the walls are awfully thin around here, Kiyoshika. I heard you and your sword going at it last night. Kurara? That's a lie. I was being so careful, nobody could have heard me. Well, whatever you do in private is none of my business, Kiyoshika. I just want to say that right now. Whatever is done in private, none of my business. You guys just admitted you were up to something, right? Well, it's not like I'm treating us like Ima's treating us like dirt or is anything new. I say leave him be. Nothing any of us say is going to convince him to fight anyway. He's never isolated himself and Kako like this before, though. I think I better ask him about it next time I see him. I think it's because he's noticing Kaku's like speaking up a little bit more, you know? All right, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Suguma twins, we continued our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. Are we going to do free time again today? No, like that's worrying, right? Even if things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to get ready for the next attack whenever it does come. Yeah, that's worrying. Because I think what we're getting at here with this is, again, being protective of someone isn't inherently wrong. It's not. I think the issue that arises when it comes to... Is she around here again? No, they're locked in the room. That's such a creative thing they've done here, by the way. They had Kaku standing out here twice by herself, right? And then they had Ima standing out here on the third time. That's so smart. Let's go and start creating stuff as well. But yeah, like it's not healthy for her. She is an absolutely... how do I say it? She is like a character who clearly like has a lot to offer, knows she has a lot to offer. We hear her talking sometimes and she's so smart. And it would really, even if she's not like, she doesn't have to be smart, but it's just really enjoyable that she would join in this stuff as well. So we have 126, so we can do like one of these. So maybe like upgrading the attack potion might be good to get. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But that's going to be it on the attack potion. We have to go out and get more stuff if we want some. Desperation potion. This is another tip I got as well, to create a desperation potion. And because it means that right away you can go and do like a big attack in the first round or even in the last round. Yeah, so let's try and do this. We need to get more materials again at some point. Hopefully we can get them in our exploration. The hardest materials to come by seem to be those leaf ones, but that'll be a good thing to like create as well, a desperation potion. So we will try and create those as well. Let's go to the training room. Is this where we upgrade our skills? Yes, it is. So, Air Blade, for example. Unleash a vertical slash attack, flight +2. Learn Air Blade. So what, like, it'd be cool if we could, like, see what this does. Details. Ah, okay, great. So it literally does, like, an attack vertically like that. That would actually be, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm not opposed to getting Airblade and upgrading your impact stab as well to get like another attack in as well. Let's see which Gaku. Learn on the hunt. Fire a concentrated volley of shots in a vertical line. Use 1 HP. Learn on the hunt. I also want to upgrade Crazy Shot as well, but I think we have enough to do both. Learn Last Yell. We don't have enough, we have to do the, I think we have to do the mock battles a bit more to get more of these upgrades, which is fine. We can totally do this too. The mock battles are what, like, and actually would help us learn as well. Boost stamina to unlock Air Strike. Let's see if anyone else, we can unlock something else for someone like, what's the Zombie second ability? Bolstering Bullet. That's pretty good as well. An attack buff like right away, right? Yeah, and I think that's up. That's us for upgrading for now. Let's try a VR training machine then. Like, it's good for, and I think the more we do, the more we can upgrade our stuff. I know it's going to pass the time, but I feel like we have to like use our time wisely as well with that stuff too. Like, I'm trying not to make it feel overwhelming in any way. If that makes sense.
Say when.
And we can use our attack potions here too.
Time to use it. My turn. Yeah.
We can get rid of Big Boy right now.
Let's do this.
We should try Air Blade as well. We'll try it out in a bit here as well.
I've got this. All right, let's go.
Maybe it wasn't best to do that. Okay, hold on a second. No, maybe it wasn't best to do that right away, right? Because like we can take out Big Boy, but maybe like taking out everything around Big Boy would be a good idea too. Because sometimes I think that's one of the things I make mistakes on. It was like I usually try to go for like the like what's right in front of me sometimes, when there's like a whole field of enemies around here as well that we can go for. So I'm gonna give you an attack potion.
This should do it.
I'm gonna give E2 also an attack potion.
Let's try this.
I think I'm also gonna give you an attack
Let me
potion,
give it to him.
and then I'm gonna give you an attack potion as well.
Using it!
And
It's game time!
stay with me. And we can also like debuff some movements here as well. This is a good group of attacks we're gonna get in here as well. Let's see here. Yeah, that's probably the best we can do for this as well. And we're getting rid of a lot of the little ones as well.
All right, let's get started.
Maybe we should have given our attack potion to her. Yeah.
How's this?
Because these are going to get shielded now as well. Yeah, okay, let's okay. Let's try this again. We can do this. We can do this. Because we want to get rid of the big boys as well and get that AP. Yeah, so I actually think that...
Say when. Good to go. Time to use it. Yes, leave it. I hope no one minds. I'm ready whenever.
That's pretty sick. That's also pretty sick. But I think this is better because we get more of them in one go.
Here we go. Yes, leave it to me. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
I feel like this is all gonna be worth it in a minute, right? It's all gonna be somewhat worth it in a minute.
We better get moving.
Yeah, because now we're gonna get 3 AP.
All well and good.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll show you what's up. Just watch me. Here you go. Prepped and ready. Let me at him. Give it to him.
Let's go.
Electrified fence here,
This should do it.
and
I've
then
got this.
the metal fence here like this.
Time to use it. Here we go.
We could do the air blade too, but like,
Yeah!
and try it out.
My turn.
But that's not. We wouldn't have enough people to like get rid of.
Here. Yes, leave it to me.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. Got it.
Bit of AP as well going into that too.
I'm ready whenever.
Look at this.
You're in the way.
It's just like an infinite air
All
attack.
well and good. I guess it's my turn.
Now he's trapped in that motion there as well.
Let's give it to him.
Let's see.
Good to go. Yeah. Got it.
Got rid of the big boy there.
Prepped and ready.
We're not gonna be able to shoot. We're gonna have to wait for them to come up to us as well.
Here we go! Hi-ya!
And we have 100%, so we do a special attack now as well. What's your special attack?
Better get
Okay.
moving.
So if we move back a bit, so that's not gonna be enough for that either.
Time for
Oh
battle.
my god, our special attack's so cool as well.
Rev it up.
I might wait to do the special attack, and maybe we could, yeah, we might wait a second as well to do the special attack.
I guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Yep.
Here we go.
Is there any way we can get like, yes. That's actually not bad at all. If we go this way, we can actually get more.
Gotcha.
If we turn this way and do it, we can actually get more AP out of this.
Take care of the rest.
And then
I'm taking the wheel!
we could do deadlights, but I don't think we have enough range on that. Here we can do
I'll show you what's up.
on the hunt and try it out here like this.
Bang, bang, bang!
All right, let's get started.
See what? Okay, I actually think what might be a good idea.
We better get moving.
If we
I guess it's my turn.
do this. No, this here like that.
Here we go.
Get these guys out of the way.
Now then, to business.
If we can do... Let's see now. If I can do...
All right, let's get started.
Yes, leave
Maybe
it to
just
me.
do an attack potion on Ato
Let's try
again.
this.
And have him boost up
We
here as
better
well.
get moving.
And we can just destroy this big boy.
Yes, leave it to me. Ha! Got it. Nice.
Now we have to now we have to deal with this over here,
Let's
obviously.
do this. Hauling ass.
Just to lessen the damage that is going to happen to Takabe over here. You know what I mean?
Let's give it to him.
Is there anything else we can? Like, can we bring?
I'm good whenever.
Unless we could like accelerate.
Shifting gears.
Dig my ass. Hauling ass.
And debuff some characters as we're doing that. Yeah, maybe. I love we have the car blocking the area as well. The car is just literally blocking the area.
Let's give it to him.
Wait, do we have another attack potion? We do.
Freaking heads up. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Let's give it to him. Knocked it out of the park.
And who?
Locked and loaded.
Killing boost. Users immune to... What can this... We could, yes. Okay, yeah.
They're gonna hear
Oh my god, it's our first time seeing this. Very cool stuff.
felt that one, didn't you?
And now just, I guess, to get rid of like the little ones, right? As much as possible. Which is more than possible.
Let me handle it.
See, that's the problem. He like you know, he's kind, he has to do it in this like like they have to be a distance away from him, I guess, for it to work.
Just watch me.
Ready whenever.
But
Out of my way.
how much we could do this, right? We could definitely do this.
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah. These guys first.
I guess it's my turn.
And then these guys. Yeah. I wonder how we did with that now. I was trying to utilize my potions more. I was trying to like be more strategic with that stuff. Yeah. But obviously this is in a more controlled environment, I guess. So like it's a bit different. It's in a very much more controlled environment. And now we have the afternoon as well. Now let's go see what else we can upgrade with our powers, and we'll go into more like the free time stuff with hanging out with people as well. I can't believe they're just in the room there now. I'm so excited for their story, but also like I know it's probably going to be like a kicker in some way. You know what I mean? It's probably going to hurt in some way. Darumi, right? A volley of knives on a vertical line. Yours is... It inflicts bleed. Subas's is... That's actually pretty freaking good, isn't it? Attack +1, and that's really good. And you gain voltage gain if we upgrade it again. Honestly, like, we probably should upgrade her deadlights as well. Right? Because that debuffing attack stuff is good too. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I think we're doing better on the upgrade stuff to like the second moves as well, because the second moves seem like they could be game changers like that. Like adding armor and a buff at the same time sounds incredible. Let's go and talk to... Who's here? We talked to Yugimori. We haven't talked to Kurara yet, right? Let's talk to Kurara and see what she has to say to us. Probably not anything pleasant. Darumi just over there as well. I adore Darumi so much. Peace over here. Can't someone start a killing game? I adore her so much. I really do. Unforgivable. Someone must pay for this. What's the matter, Kurara? What are you so mad about? Listen to what this imbecile Gaku just said to me. You think you're all that, but under the mask, you're just a lame little baby. I can't allow the popper to call me little baby. I have to get my retribution. Okay, Kurara, actually, what I'm going to say is, right? It's actually a very, like, tiny insult. You're just a little baby. You know what I mean? You're just a little baby. So it's not really that, like, big of a deal, right? But, Kurara, in the grand scheme of things of all the stuff that you've called him, in this sentence you called him a pauper, calling someone a little baby is actually hilarious. Can you imagine Gaku walking up to Kurara being like, hey, you know, yeah, I know you think you're so tough, but, like, you know, you're just a little baby under that helmet, aren't you? And just running away. So that's why. Kurara, that's a gun. Kurara, that's a gun. God, what are you doing with a gun? You're gonna shoot Gaku? That's what he gets for selling my honor like that. He called you a little baby. You called him everything under the sun. You said some horrible stuff to him. Just you wait, Gaku. I'm gonna splatter your brains all over the place like a tomato sauce. Don't. No one's touching Gaku. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Who else is gonna like compliment your curry in such a way? After spending some time together, you understand Kurara better now. Yes, I do. That's hilarious. Like a gun. Now, I know she's not actually gonna shoot someone, but like the fact that she thought of doing this. But then again, you don't know in this game. But that's actually like, that's hilarious having like Gaku, this like, I imagine Kurara like eating food at breakfast and then like him putting away his plates, washing all his plates and then walking over to her and going, you know, you're just a little baby under all that. And then running back to his room. I looked up suddenly, startled out of my thoughts. Nothing had already happened, but I sensed something. Oh my god, was it my imagination or was there someone just outside my door? Who is it? He can sense someone outside his door? What is happening? I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell, but when I got outside... Whoa. Oh my god, that's so scary. There was nobody there. That's so scary. I guess I was just imagining it. I felt so sure, though. When it's raining, too. It's really come down hard. These artwork they do for these scenes are also pretty. Raindrops are pelting the rooftop all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat. I actually love the rhythm of rain on a rooftop and a window.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something.
Gorgeous music.
Yeah, that must be it.
The human mind, we're always going to try and rationalize everything, right? If we can, we'll try and do it, you know? But sometimes our mind races too fast.
Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
Yeah. I like the rain, especially like if there's like a 2-week period where there's like no rain and it's all heat and summer, like scorching sun. There's something so nice about like a little bit of a drizzle, you know? It's really nice. I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. Really pretty, isn't it? That big rock again. Weird, it looks bigger than it was before. His conversation with Katawa about the moon. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain. Yep.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
Everything, man. And here's the thing. That's why the writing in this, I feel like, is so freaking good, man. Like, that's why I feel so bad for Takumi, this situation. He is getting to live out a lot of this stuff that, like... Not obviously, like, these battles are not good and all this stuff, right? This is what Katawa wanted to see, though. So, of course, everything is going to remind him of this. Can you imagine looking at the sky and being reminded of the person that you care about the most? Looking at the moon and being reminded. The rain happens, you're reminded of it. You hear about the outside world, you're reminding of Katawa. Every single thing that seems normal to us is a reminder of the person that he left behind. So crazy. So crazy. Wait, say, I guess that must be the moon. Sorry, I forgot to read this. The one Katawa wants to see so badly, yeah. What's a hum? Wait, what?
What's that?
Wait.
It looks like there's something
What is-
mechanical on the surface.
What? What is this?
What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a
I-
hunk of rock.
You just noticed this? What are you talking about? The moon is a mechanical sphere? That's the what? What's that? Who said that? It's the ghost boy again.
You again? When did you...
Up close this time. Very up close this time. They're trying to speak to us again. Oh my god. They're trying to tell me something just before. I still can't hear a thing. Were they trying to tell us what the moon was? They said that's the...
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time.
This is a boy on fire, Takumi.
Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hiroko going missing.
We don't know that for sure.
You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders?
Do you know, this is so tense, right? Every time this apparition shows up, it like is so tense. And I almost feel like...
You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not
Oh my
going anywhere.
god. Like, these scenes are always so tense with this, like, this apparition. But it's so, like, interesting as well because every time he tries to speak but he can't speak, do you guys feel it too where it makes you feel kind of like you can't speak for a second? And you know, it makes you feel like claustrophobic in a way, right? It makes you feel like it's like, oh my god, say something, you know? There's like an intended almost frustration to it. Not in terms of anger, but in terms of like, that would suck so bad. You're trying to communicate something, but you can't say it. Just lunge forward to grab with the fiery invader. What? There was a sound like the sky ripping apart and blinding flash light. So thunder and lightning? Because we've never seen that before in this game. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. Can you imagine hearing lightning or seeing lightning and hearing thunder for the first time? All these experiences we take for granted. Whoa. My foot came down the slick ground at a weird angle and I lost my balance. Oh, that's always the worst, isn't it? The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. Takumi. Blacking out during a thunderstorm as well is not very good. That apparition is such an interesting part of this game. Is he wearing a suit for the 50?
Troops, time! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks. You're halfway there. Like a lizard on a chair.
Like a lizard on a chair?
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation.
Sure.
I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave
Oh,
soldiers.
no. What does that mean?
I'll give them to you in person. So come find me in the cafeteria.
Saray, you're gone. You're gone today. Yeah, that whole scene. We woke up out here. Did no one wake us up? I came to... Oh, because everyone we woke up at the same time, I guess. I came to lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. But then it all came rushing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. One of the most impressive and incredible details about this game. This game is chock full of mysteries and a lot of stuff, like amazing stuff happening all the time, right? This is one of those things that genuinely like fills me with a little bit of dread. You know what I mean? Not knowing what this is. Because it could turn out to be like something that is like not actually that scary. We've seen that before in games, right? Where something is kind of scary and turns out to be not scary. Of course it could. But like right now, every time it shows up, like it's like such a weird, like creepy feeling. That's right, he attacked me. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then it was thunder and lightning, but also the moon is fake. You alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Ito. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I never seen lightning before. Lightning, there we go, we're gonna explain lightning, but also the moon is a mechanical sphere. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder, and that's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here so long as they did. Yeah, like with lightning as well, like it's so interesting. Like look at Takumi's face. Like honestly, like to hear about lightning for the first time, like probably like an overload of like information. Not only seeing this apparition again, the mechanical freaking moon, what's happening with that, and then the freaking lightning happening as well. With natural phenomena. So all that was just natural. It wasn't an attack. But then why did I? Are you sure you're feeling all right, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you tripped? You did say you tripped, right? Maybe we should get some rest. I can bring you breakfast if you like. That's so sweet, Eito. That is so sweet. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you so much, Eito. That's so kind. This is nuts to me. With a reluctant smile, Eito went on ahead. We need to think. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did it end up passing out until morning? Did you just trip? It said you tripped on your foot, right? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fiery invader. There was a flash of light and a loud bang, and then I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain. Imagine slapping your head off. Oh my god. That would have left me completely defenseless though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? There's a good point, right? There's a good point. If they were invading, they had you like prone and, you know, defenseless. Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this 100%. They're probably in the cafeteria already. I think the game has such an advantage when it comes to... They're still here, aren't they? When it comes to this type of story. Because obviously a lot of these characters have never seen lightning before. They've never seen like the sun before. They've never seen the moon before. They've never seen the rain before. all this stuff. And what we're witnessing here now is a character like seeing something that we've seen a million times before, right? Maybe not a million times before, but you know, many times before, and having to like come to terms with it, like all at once. You know what I mean? You're not like a child growing up and being like, "Mommy, what's this?" They're like, "It's lightning, honey." You know what I mean? You're like way older, trying to like come to terms with what is happening in this. Is there anyone hanging around? Doesn't seem to be. And not only that, you're learning about all this stuff. You have to fight these battles. There's apparitions coming in every now and then. And now the moon is made of this mechanical spear. You know? Like, it's an overload of the mind. All the stuff you'll be going through. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. Yeah, the courtyard. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. It looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like it. It's got a ton of space. Where are the cages there? Why are the cages there, though? I didn't see any animals. There's cages? With cages that big, we keep an invader or two and make it nice and comfy for them. I don't know. I guess? Invaders are our enemies, not pets, but Shoba wants to keep one as a pet, you know, and Shoba's earned it. You know, we'll get him an invader pet, I guess. Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. That's true. Are you saying there's no gift? No, everything is lies. Everything is lies. I mean, Sade ain't here. There's not much we can do about Sade isn't here anymore. What do you think it was going to give us? You know, it made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, perhaps. A new set of torture instruments, of course. Collars with bobs in them? You talk about like what was that in? That was a Batman thing, right? Yeah, that was a Batman thing. You two are the ones who, the only ones who want something like that. Yeah, everyone needs a hobby, I suppose. I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just by luck, I missed out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they need to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah!
Yeah. Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... What? Wait, what? Wait, what? It's been like a few days. Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring siren. It's been a few days. The alarm. It's been a few days. The invaders are back already. It's been like 2 or 3 or 4 days.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
That's so unfortunate.
Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds.
Barely a break for these guys. Barely any break at all.
Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. That they're going through this now. Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this. Yeah, like, it was like 2 days. No fair, springing on the one of us this early. I'm gonna hurl. Oh my god. No matter how many times I hear that siren, it never gets any easier to do it. I agree. I'm just thinking about how close this was. Jesus Christ. Let's go, everyone. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Come, unwashed masses, to the war room. Right, let's do it. Everyone hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. Right as we're about to share our experiences as well. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. That is so upsetting to these poor guys. Like, I love a good battle, right? But the emotional impact of a battle is crazy to deal with, right? And to have to deal with it all over again just a few days after one of the biggest battles of their whole lives. Probably one of the most traumatic battles as well. You know what I mean? Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. Wait, what? What you mean? Yugabu pointed at the monitor. What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's no one there.
Wait.
I did a sweep of the whole
Wait,
perimeter,
what?
but the place is empty.
What?
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders?
Hold on.
Don't tell me that was a false alarm.
But why would they do a false alarm though? This is even scarier.
They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Maybe, but I don't know, Jeremy. This is just kind of...
Look, what's that?
Oh, what?
There.
What did you notice? What did you notice?
Oh, yeah. There's something.
What?
No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
They have the frame of a commander, right? By the way, so glad Shom was speaking up, by the way.
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
Of course you would, Kiyoshika. This is so creepy.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
Do you think it's hurt?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get us a closer look.
What is happening? Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. What is... Wait.
A wrestler?
A wrestler? Yeah, what? They have like knee pads and everything.
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
What?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
That's Moko?
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back
For
to us.
real. Just like that? She appears out of nowhere? Moko's a beast, by the way, and I mean that like complimentary. Look at this, the strength of Moko. The muscles on Moko. I did not expect Moko to show up at this moment.
That's Moko?
What the hell? How would she just like appear out of like through the flames like that though? Moko! Oh no, she collapsed. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there because that was probably meant for her. We have a new character. And it's Moko. We need to know what happened to her, right? We need to know. That's... It looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. Yeah, this is a... This went from like super creepy to super like, okay, we have to do this battle again, to super creepy to being like, what is happening, right? But that is this game. You could say what is happening on the box and it would make sense, you know? Jesus, man, we need... So obviously she's been through a lot. That's a relief. I've got to say though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro, our friend, our ally. The one who saved our lives. She looks pretty freaking strong. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. That's what I'm saying. Like, she must have been through so much to escape from that. I always knew she'd come back. She'd be all right. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what a chance the invaders have. So she's actually a pro wrestler. Do we actually have a pro wrestling character? If anyone knows, maybe you do know, I'm a big fan of pro wrestling. So it's not just a costume, she's an actual wrestler. That's pretty sick. Training for wrestling is pretty tough. Like even collegiate wrestling and amateur wrestling, you know, it's very, very tough. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire though. Maybe she followed some invaders in? Or rather she waited for them to make a hole in the wall and defeated them before they could use it, then went through herself? Because that's what I was wondering, how'd she get through the flames? But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. What if she did? Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now too. She defeated a whole squad, walked through a gap in the flames and collapsed right in front of us. That's an entrance. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. If Moko's that strong, having her on a team is going to do wonders for our morale. But also, yeah, that and like, it's fantastic for the other school. We're all in the same place now, but like the other 4 that are now with us now together, like this has to feel so good, right? I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long. Yeah, this must be such a relief. It must be very weird, but like it must be like such an emotional moment. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugumu, Kiyoshika, and Karara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Well, she's gonna talk. I thought they were gonna like wait a bit. Really pretty hair, Moko. You can see the emotion in Nozomi's face as well. She has such a bright smile.
Moko.
Look at her.
Are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know?
That's me, some guy I don't know. I'm actually very relieved she's saved.
You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep?
Boyfriend.
So not cool.
Did you come here all the way from the invaders' base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, this is a big deal.
I'm fine.
And just brushing it
You
off?
know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue.
She's like so cheery for someone who like clearly has been through a lot.
All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She's like an instant like sweetheart, right? She knows the meaning of that word just fine. Yeah, but like I think she's just like I get the energy of like just like this sweetheart.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
True. Priorities. And I mean it too, you know? With the last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Mocha closed her eyes and her head went limp. Because here's the thing, right? You could easily say, like, you know, you shouldn't care about that, like, but I think what they're trying to show here is, like, yes, like, you know, you should probably, I think you should take off your makeup right before bed because it can be very, like, bad to sleep. But I think so anyway. Again, like, I'm not an authority on this, but I think also what it's trying to show here is that, like, she is so fatigued that not only is she being, like, her, clearly, like, just still a very cheerful, nice person, but she's worrying about the very, like, you know, mundane aspects of life because, like, you know, she's probably not all there either, but maybe she's just so, like, cheerful and easygoing that she's like, yeah, I gotta take off my makeup as well, you know? She's okay just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely. At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though. True, but that is true. I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. You could tell how happy Nozomi is, right? You could tell how happy she is that she's back. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep no matter how fascinating it is to you. Right, yeah. What a freaking scene. Like, what a moment, right? And especially to give us those high emotions of like, oh my god, another battle is happening so soon, to then switch very quickly to like, what's that? Then to like a bit of relief, right? And a bit of relief for the characters here too. We should let Mocha rest. Come on, let's go. Like, she's so cheerful now. She's so happy. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Mocha's room. And, like, Mocha, like, seems like a sweetheart, right? Like, this eternal sunshine. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. Of course. Of course. And, like, you're going to feel so many emotions now as well. I can hardly believe Mocha found her way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for a lot longer. I always know we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck is starting to turn. For this to happen on the 50th day, though, as well, pretty cool. About the battle when Moko got captured, what exactly happened back then? Is it okay? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I just did skim over it before. Sure, let's go. When we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you've told us, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge. Have fun with Xenoblade Chronicles. And stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. That is, we get the energy, as I said, of sunshine, right? Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her we learned to work as a real team. We never have made it this far if it weren't for her.
Huh?
I wish we'd had someone like that here. It wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in the battle, and then some. She'd plow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. So yeah, they're probably like even like look to her for a lot of this stuff too, right? I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once. That's so sick. That's so sick. She used wrestling moves on invaders. That is amazing. That's awesome. That's so cool. But then our 10th day at the academy, only 10? A huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders were attacking blindly. They had a strategy and they executed it perfectly. They weren't attacking blindly. What kind of strategy? They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. That is crazy. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take long for them to destroy the barrier. Holy
Moko and I
hell,
were
this
the only ones
image.
left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshiko were all dead.
I said Kyoshiko. It's Kyoshiko? That's my bad, sorry, but like this image is absolutely horrific.
Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
I'm sorry, this image is so harrowing to me. It's so hard to look at.
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school.
Especially when only two of you fighting now.
Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
Wow. This is no one, and again, we already knew they cared about her so much, but she seemed like such like a selfless person. I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power, or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigo and Nigu, right, and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and that's when they captured her, huh? Nigo got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone. That has to feel so rough as well after the sacrifice that she made for everyone. That commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. I mean, that's the thing. If it wasn't for Moko, we wouldn't have never met any of these characters. At all. She must have known when she charged in that she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright, which is interesting that they take prisoners, right? I don't think we've like even talked about that before. Interesting that they take prisoners. Seeing her again, I can't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way here on her own. She's so amazing. Truly. Truly amazing. Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me though. How did she escape? Yes! And how did she find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up. Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. That was day 50 at Last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about, for sure. 110%. Day 51.
Get prepared. Be ready to give.
There's a lot to talk about, a lot to think about, a lot going on. First things first, I should go to the cafeteria and see how everyone's doing. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. I want them to come back so badly. So what we're dealing with now is there's another mysterious aspect. I guess like she's probably in her room now, right? And yeah, and she's in there with her. But there's another mysterious aspect to this as well. Even though it's like there's a lot of relief, but there's also another question being asked of how did she get here? How did she escape? Well, how does all that work, right? That's all going to be put into question and something that's going to be asked. But there is relief there. There is a nice bit of relief there, and that's fantastic. But there's still so much stuff like the apparition stuff, the mechanical sphere in the sky. Like they know how to add mysteries to this, and it gets more and more interesting every time. Sup, talking to me, pumped to start a new day? Another day defending humanity's future. I'm totally raring to go. Like I've always gotten fired up about helping people. It's just, it ain't right to sit down in the sidelines when you can make things better, you know? Appearances really can be deceiving. When I first met Takamoto, he seemed like a common street thug, but he's actually just a really nice guy, I think. Yeah, you can never judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? It's like an old cliche, but I think everyone would agree that it's very true. You can't just judge people by first impressions all the time. I think everyone would agree with that. Is there anyone hanging around here? Oh. So he should be here? Oh, Shoma, how are you doing?
Oh, Takumi, say, have you been to the courtyard yet? If you haven't, it's worth taking a look around. The plants are really well maintained, and there are even animal pens out there. There's no animals in there right now, but they look like they'd be a nice place to live. And they're big enough that you could even fit a person inside. Maybe you've seen them already. If that's the case, just ignore me. I'm sorry for being such an insufferable, but no, you're not a Budinski at all. Can we actually go to the courtyard right now, or will they let us? They will. Whoa. So this is the courtyard. There are cages, yeah. Are those cages over there? Are we meant to keep animals in there? Yeah, but there's beds. They're like human beds. They're too big for rabbits or guinea pigs. They actually look human-sized. The gaps between the bars are pretty narrow. They're not even enough for space to reach a hand through. There's a notice here. Let's see. These cages are fitted with electromagnetic wave generators that can be used to disable prisoners' powers and abilities. Wait a second. Does that include Hem and Anima? Why would we need to lock anyone up in here, though? That's kind of scary, isn't it? There's the idea that, like, we might have to, like, they think we might have to lock someone up, right? I still can't. What the hell? Does this water get recycled? Does it get filtered for hygiene reasons? Man, to me, that's, like, it's extra scary because, like, it's not outright telling us what they're for, but now we have to think about it. It's going to be in our brains for a while now. This place looks fantastic, by the way. What's this? Oh, it's just the entrance? Right? This looks fantastic. Like, it's a really gorgeous place. Yeah. Super gorgeous. But that obviously is another worry over our heads as well. Will Moko be here at some point? Kako and Ima weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I expected that, but Nozomi was missing too. Yes, she's with Moko. Are those peculiar siblings still ensuing our company? Seems like it. They're spending a lot of their time in Ima's room. I'm starting to worry about them. What could they be doing in there all day? Probably something cliche of a day like planning a suicide pact. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, Darumi. There's nothing mundane about that. Brother and sister alone together, perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous. Do I even want to know what you're imagining? Yeah, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Who needs him? No point worrying too much. I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her? Not at all. Not at all. I think she actually appreciates you quite a bit, especially what you've done for, like, the companionship amongst everybody. She's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she decides to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? I wasn't... Oh my god, everyone notices. Look, he's blushing as well, poor Takumi. Everyone notices that he, like, stares at her like it's Katawa, right? You're blushing. Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You want to get up close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe you wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last. I don't think that's what we're thinking. That's probably in your love novel, maybe? Hey. Was that a threat? Or was it meant to sound romantic? I seriously can't tell with you. It's both. I think he finds threats romantic. Young love, why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger? I genuinely think Darumi, like, might get along a little bit with Yugamu. You know, at least in some respects. But I think, like, they probably have different ideas of what... Like, I think Darumi would like to kill for fun, right? Yugamu kills for love. Don't sell yourself short, Darumi. You can't just throw your life away the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Oh my god, this conversation. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust go over time. Because, like, in any normal conversation, this would be, hey, look, listen, you know, you're going to find the right one eventually, you know? Someone's going to love you for you, you know? But in this case, he's like, you know, if you're going to kill someone, make sure you like them first. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. That hands you. If you take out all the serial killer crap, that almost sounds like good advice. That's what I'm saying. In a normal conversation, if you like sieved it through like a colander or like a sieve, you could get, like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, don't, I don't know. It's like, he's such an interesting character. How was Moko doing even in the state she was in? I didn't think she'd stay unconscious for this long. And I love that Darumi as well, like, didn't respond, because Darumi's probably like, maybe like thinking about it a little bit. But like, again, yeah, it's like, Yugamu's like such a crazy character, right? But like, it's still one of those things where, like, I don't sense this thing where, like, we can't... And I mean, I think it's a Kodaka thing too with Kodaka games, like with like games like Danganronpa. Usually characters who are like really abrasive and aggressive in their ideals
tend to like not be characters that you distrust too much, right? Because like, yeah, they might be aggressive and yeah, they might be creepy sometimes and weird sometimes, but like when you need the most, they're probably gonna like, you know, stand and deliver in some way, you know what I mean? When you need the most, they're probably gonna be like, you know, there to stand up, you know? Why not kill her and fix it up that way? Like the revive-o-matic? Surely you jest, even if she can be revived, Lady Moko's still our friend. We could never willingly harm her. And that's what I'm thinking. Logically, in this world, it would make sense to like be like, okay, if we get rid of them, just like with the sickness, if we get rid of them and bring them back, right? Yes, they could, you'll be fully healed, right? But you can't heal illnesses. That's the only thing. We know this for a fact. You can't heal illnesses, right? Whatever illness you had before, you still have. So if this is something that's going to become chronic for Moko in some way, you can't heal that either, you know? But we do, obviously, there's also the idea of like, we can't hurt someone because it would hurt us, you know, emotionally. Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target. Oh my god, Yugabu. You guys have to talk about death and killing so much. I'm trying to eat. Oh, you just realized they're at the breakfast table. There's a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold until later. After a while, we finished breakfast and left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms for the time being. And that's where I'm going to end the video, guys. This was a lot. I feel like this was a lot of stuff happening. We have a new character now in Moko, who is clearly like a selfless character, but we have the mystery as well of how she got here, right? And we're going to find that out hopefully maybe in the next episode. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? But there's also now, you see how softened, like, I know like even Yugabu, like he's still doing his usual like very weird conversation stuff, but he's also like, you can see the care that they all have for her, you know? And you can see it between the three people that knew her in the cafeteria there. And also the fact that Nozomi is staying with her as well. She seems like such a sunshiny character. We also have that apparition trying to tell us something once again. And I think Takami's starting to think of it not as an enemy, but as maybe something that was like trying to help us. Maybe not trying to help us, but maybe something that was like, I don't know, not trying to kill us. I think that's a good way to put it. There's also the mechanical moon. Like, I'm sorry, like I need to go back to the mechanical moon. You know? I feel like I'm crazy. Maybe he forgot it when he hit his head, but like maybe he just thinks it's normal, but I don't know. That was a really crazy sequence as well. A lot of interesting stuff happened this time. We got to level up our characters a little bit. We got to explore a little bit. We have a new character with us. More mysteries. The apparition arrived again. It's day 50. We're 50 days through the game. It's all going pretty fantastic. In terms of, not going fantastic in terms of like their life, but in terms of like the enjoyment of this game, I think this game is fantastic. And I want to thank you guys for watching this episode, and thank you guys for supporting this series as always. I want to say thank you to my patrons who are at the highest tier, which is called the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangsta tier. That is the €15 tier. I want to say thank you to Tyfer2, JB Bowl, Janet the Banana, the Ghost of Vitazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Shakugan, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, Leon, Hike Kasparian, and Jared Beanham. I'm a YouTube member at the highest tier, Blasco, and I'll see you all so soon. I'm doing love hearts in the air. Are you doing it back, maybe? Bye-bye.